Okay, let's talk about kicks. Now we're definitely gonna be kicking a lot in this class, both a back leg kick and a switch kick. Now our kicks are not a push kick, it's a roundhouse kick. It's a big looping kick. It's a lot like a hook where the strike is coming from the side, not coming from straight on. So in order to pull that off, there's a couple things we have to do differently with our body. So if we're going to kick with our back leg, the first thing we need to do is make sure where on our leg is the kick landing. We are not kicking with our foot. This is not a Jackie Chan movie. If you kick with your foot, it will hurt. There's tons of little bones in your foot. It will hurt. We want to make contact with our shin. When you kick the bag, your foot and your knee are not touching the bag. You want the kick to land in between your calf and your ankle on the inside part of your shin. This is the sweet spot right here. Now, the second thing about the kick is we need to make sure it's a roundhouse kick. In order to pull that off, we have to rotate our body. We have to swing through the kick. I'm in my normal stance like this. When I start my kick, I'm gonna kick you. My front foot is facing you, my back foot about a 45-degree angle. Now, when I'm done, hips, shoulders, everything is facing this direction. My plant foot is open, it's facing that direction. It started here and it wound up here. If my front foot is facing my opponent and I try and swing through but I don't open it, I'm fighting my own hips. That actually hurts. Now, if I open my stance, it's very easy for me to rotate through it. My body naturally wants to do that. So we're in our stance. You're gonna pivot on the ball of this foot. Turn your hip and turn your shoulder. You're trying to get your body to swing in this direction, your entire body. So I'm here and I'm going to turn and open. I'm gonna open my stance, pivot on the ball of my foot. While I do that, I raise my leg up and I swing it through. I'm here like this. I'm gonna pivot on this foot, get my shoulder across the bag. You want your hip and your shoulder to be close to the bag when you're done. You start like this, turn through. Now the same leg you're kicking with, you take that hand and you pull the slot machine and wipe off your leg. That'll get a little extra torque in your hip. Now your other hand, while you're kicking with this leg, you hold the phone, you guard your chin, you make sure no one can hit you from this side. So you're here like this, pivot, get your hip and shoulder across the bag, put it straight back. What you don't want to do is you don't want to swing so wildly that when you get out of it, you're all over the place. It should just be a right back. Put your foot right back to where it was. Turn, put it right back. Turn, put it right back. Now if we're gonna switch kick, I wanna kick with this leg, I gotta get behind me. I'm in my normal stance like this, I'm gonna switch. Now my switch stance needs to be a fighting stance. My feet need to be wide and staggered. If I'm on my normal stance and I switch and I'm all narrow, or I switch and I'm all discombobulated, or I switch and my feet are facing funky directions, it's not gonna work. It needs to be a quick boom. Everything wide, staggered, ready to go. Now from here, I pivot, turn my hip, turn my shoulder, swing through. Normal stance, switch, kick. Normal stance, switch, kick. We'll do a normal kick, back leg kick, and a switch kick. Back leg kick, rotate through the kick. Switch kick, good switch stance, rotate through the kick. Pivot on the ball of your foot, pivot on the ball of your foot. Kicks.